this work is like the fundamental role of it is to help people create choices. And we don't, we talk a lot about choice in this culture, like consumer choice and, political choice and all that sort of stuff. But we rarely ever talk about the capacity to create choice. And I think being able to step out, to recognize, talked about fear, especially, right? Like fear is just a sensation in the body, right? It is not a command to be obeyed necessarily, right? I mean, obviously, if the building is burning down, you need to get out of the building, right? Or step out of the bus that you've inadvertently stepped in front of because you're looking down at your phone or whatever. But to understand that emotions are fundamentally sensations in the body, and that you can shift your relationship to those sensations, and that when you do so, you create choices, is really a powerful skill to know how to do. And again, it goes back to this idea of DNA, right? Diversity, novelty, and adversity. And how do you prepare yourself to be effective in this world, right? We're no longer in the position of being able to be ordered around by our innate emotional reactions. And that we have to be able to operate in a more sophisticated way. I think that for me, the work I do is not about stress reduction. And it's also one of the reasons why I don't really like using mindfulness, because people don't really know what it means. And when they do think they know what it means, it's always not really what it means. It's not about just being blissed out, walking, 2 inches over above the ground with a kind of passive aggressive smile on your face, but rather it's about learning how to create choices and options, and like understanding that your experience is a co-construction that you're also involved in. And that if you can understand the construction process, you can understand how to consciously reconstruct it. So that if you've got a bad temper and you start to realize, oh, here's how that works, and I can start to dismantle that pattern, then I've created a lot more choices for myself than if I didn't have that skill.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm in line for that matcha oat milk latte, I don't need to scream at the barista. I have another option, which is look how cute my dog is right now.
Right. You're putting your attention in a different place.
And how he's a better dog than other dogs. And I could think about that instead of being antsy and tired and angry and hungry and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I can acknowledge that those things exist. I can acknowledge all those emotions that are coming up. I don't need to push those away, but at least I can direct my attention to somewhere else.
Yeah, it's possible. You are not victim to what your mind is doing.